Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Okay, happy Tuesday. How are you doing? Good. Okay, cool. I am in between doing stuff right now. I'm at work. So let's go ahead and get this out. Um, Hopefully I don't get any phone calls as I'm trying to record. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pause you guys. But hopefully I don't have any phone calls. Wait, let me see if I have any meetings, guys. It would have been great to check that before, but no, I don't have any meetings. Okay. So I had this dream on May the 30th. So I'm going to release this dream today. And I don't know who it's for. Take me to God, take this word to God, know your season. Don't just grab onto something because it sounds good or because it scratches an itch, because yeah, we don't do that over here, okay? My forehead is oily. I think that's from the castor oil I put in my hair. But nevertheless, let's get into it. So again, I had this dream on May the 30th. In the dream, I was getting ready to go on a date. And I remember being really excited. And I remember the guy showed up and he had long dreads in his hair, right? And you guys know God has been showing me dreads over and over and over, locks. I like calling them locks. He's been showing me long locks, like guys with locks. I mean, back to back to back. And I've done quite a few words on it. And locks in dreams can mean a lot of things, but how he's been showing it to me and the ways that he's showing locks, he's been showing it as a man strengthened by him, just like Samson in scripture had long locks and his strength was in his hair. His strength was in God, but his hair represented his identity, his calling, his covering, and he had a supernatural level of strength, right? So in the dreams that the Lord has been showing me recently, and even in real life when he's having me pay attention to men with long locks, like, I mean, God has been very loud in my dreams, in real life, and showing me this. And it's just a representation of men that are strengthened by him, not men that are strengthened by the world. Relationships that God is sending that's by his strength, not by your power, not by your might, but by his Holy Spirit. Okay. It also represents identity and calling, them being covered in the calling and the identity that God has given them, right? So this dream is no different when it comes to the man with locks. So does it mean that I'm marrying a man with locks? No, it just represents the strength of God, this person walking in identity in their calling, them being covered in God's glory and so forth, okay? So I was getting ready to go on a date. This man had long locks, and I remember being super, super excited. And he came to pick me up. That was the end of the dream, okay? When I woke up from this dream, I heard the song by Cheryl Lynn, Encore. And if you're a bit older than me, I'm 38, but this song came out in like 1983. So if you're older than me, you know the song that I'm talking about. But I woke up, and when I tell you this song was loud in my spirit, it was loud in my spirit, but I could not figure out what it was. So I kept humming the song so that I can grab my phone, because you know Google, you can hum a song into Google and Google will tell you what it is, right? So I kept the song going because I'm waking up, and I'm waking up with not the words. I knew the song, but I didn't know the song, right? So I'm humming because I'm like, I've heard this recently. I've heard this song before. Like, I know what the song is. So I just kept humming. As I'm waking up, I grabbed my phone and I'm like literally in the phone, just like humming the tunes, okay? And it brings up the song. I listen to the song, like, this is exactly what I was hearing. And it's Cheryl Lynn, Encore, right? And this is what God is saying. So the title of this word, I don't know who this is for, but there is something worthy that's coming back to the stage of your life, okay? There's something, and the stage is the center. There's something worthy, someone worthy that's coming back to the stage of your life. And this pertains to love. This pertains to your love story, okay? If you look up the definition of encore, it means, hold on guys. I have so many notes on my screen, it's crazy. So the simple definition of encore is an extra performance given at the end of a show because the audience asked for it. So it's an extra performance, meaning another performance given by the same group, the same person that the audience has already seen before. Okay, so an encore is an added performance. Y'all better catch this spiritually, right? An example of this would be after a concert, the crowd claps and cheers, and just picture them screaming, more, 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 whatever. So they're clapping and they're cheering. So the artist comes back to the stage to sing one more song. That's an encore. So when you're watching a performance, an encore is that extra performance added to what was already seen before. Let me say that one more time for those in the back that are, you may be a little bit, slow at catching this, and it's okay. It's early. It's only 9:35 where I am, okay? An encore is an extra or an added performance to something that was already seen before, but it was so good that you call that thing back another time, okay? So an encore with this performance, this is not your first time seeing this. If it's an encore, it's a repeat performance. It's that artist coming back, okay? Catch this, catch that, okay? Encore can also mean a comeback or return of something popular. For example, and we're gonna get into the lyrics of Cheryl Lynn's song, but Cheryl Lynn's song came out in 1983. Many of you probably or may not remember, I don't know, but her song made a comeback in 2023. It was trending all over TikTok. The dancers at the football games were dancing to it. Like, her song made a comeback, okay? And she was getting all of these royalties from it because she still gets royalties from her music. And Cheryl Lynn did several, what do you call it? What am I trying to say? She talked about it a lot. Let's just say that. It's way too early for me to do all this. She talked about it. And she was so excited because she's like, the royalties are royaltying, okay? She's like, I'm getting all of these royalties from music that I made back in 1983. So for her, this was an encore. This is a form of an encore. It's something she performed before that people started bringing back, and people wanted more of this song. So you had people dancing to it, people singing it. Like, I mean, it went crazy on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Like, this song was hitting, and it surprised her because, again, it's from 1983, but it made a comeback, okay? So that's an encore. It's when something from the old comes back around again, and people are like, they're wanting it, they're demanding it, and it's coming back, okay? That's also an example of encore. And that's funny that our song that made a comeback was Encore. But that's the song that played in my spirit after this dream, okay? So again, the Lord is saying something worthy is coming back to the center stage of your life, to the stage of your life. A stage is right slap dab in the middle. It's that place of performance, okay? So something is coming back. Maybe you've, and this could be an old or a new person. Make no mistake, I'm not saying that this is necessarily something old coming back. For some people, it is an old love that's coming back. It's a performance you've seen before that's coming back in a new way, and it's coming back in a good way, okay? It's coming back in a banging way. But for some of you guys that this word is for, this could be a new person, but God is showing that love is coming back to the stage of your life, okay? And it's an encore performance. This is something you've been praying about, something you've been desiring, and it's about to be an encore performance, okay? This thing is gonna come back into your life and leave you wanting more of it, okay? But for some of you guys, this can go two ways, okay? It could be something old that's coming back, and this is their encore. This is their comeback, okay? Something old coming back. Or for some of you guys, it's just something you desired, something you had before, but you had love before and it's coming back, or you've desired love and now it's coming back, if that makes sense. Catch it if it's for you guys. I could only explain so much, but that's basically what God is showing by the dream. Again, encore, a return, a comeback, a repeat of something worth experiencing again, okay? A repeat of something worth experiencing again, okay? So for those of you that is someone coming back from the past, it ain't gonna be like it was before, okay? It ain't gonna be like it was before. This is worth experiencing again. And like I said, in the dream, I could feel my excitement. So I had hope in my spirit. Like, I knew this wasn't something that was just like It's okay. No, there was an excitement in my spirit, okay? The baby was leaping in the womb, okay, of love, of excitement for this thing. The man with dread showed up to take me on the date. I felt joy, expectation, and I had a readiness, okay? Then I hear Encore, which is, again, a song all about returning to the stage, giving more, and responding to demand. Y'all better catch that. Encore, the song, is all about returning to the stage, giving more, and responding to demand, okay? So it's like God is saying, get ready for your encore, right? He may even be saying with this for some of you, it's get ready for a second chance at something. Love, joy, promises, right? That you thought you were over. You thought you're just like, whatever. Get ready for a second chance at it, okay? It's like him saying, I'm bringing something or someone back stronger, more intentional, and seen, okay? This could point to marriage restoration, a divine connection, or simply God honoring your wait with a love that shows up, okay? So it's like also he's saying it's your time to shine again, okay? The date could also symbolize, for whoever this is for, God reintroducing joy, romance, or affirmation into your life. And this time it's public and not hidden. Anything that's on a stage, other people see it too, not just you, right? And it brings it back to Haggai 2 verse 9. And it says, and the glory of this latter house shall be greater than the former. So whatever it was before, this latter house, this time it's going to be greater than that, okay? This is an encore, okay? So I pray that that makes sense for who it's for. And again, the man with the dreads symbolizes strength, identity, and spiritual covering, right? My excitement means that I recognize the hope fulfilled and that it wasn't just fantasy. This was something tangible. It was happening, right? And the song Encore wasn't just, playing, it was playing in my spirit, okay? It was playing in my spirit. No one was playing Encore out loud. I didn't wake up to my radio going. God dropped Encore in my spirit, okay? Which is God's language of confirmation. It's him confirming, right? So it's like he's saying, get excited. What's coming next is worthy of your joy. It's your encore season. Whether it's a new love or a restored love, it's divinely appointed by God, okay? And with the lyrics, it says, let me read the lyrics to you. And I'm going to read some of the lyrics because it kind of repeats itself. Hold on. And what's funny is that I watched the video when I first, come on, what is going on? Okay, there we go. I watched the video when I first had the dream. In the video, it's so funny that God gave me this dream and then this song dropped in my spirit, because in the video, Cheryl Lynn is going on like a blind date, right? And she's waiting for the blind date at the concert, which is her song Encore. And the blind date is like a little doofy man, right? And she's just over it. But the person on the stage has her attention and she's like in awe. Like this person on the center stage has her attention so much that her blind date walks away, okay? He's like, she ain't even paying attention to me. Her attention is on this man that's on the stage, right? And Cheryl Lynn didn't care that he left. She was just, jamming to the song, and her focus was on this man on the stage, okay? Love So Good had her like, whoo, her sight went past the counterfeits, okay? Y'all better catch this. Her sight went past the counterfeit to the point the man that showed up for the date, he noticed her attention was not on him and how drawn she was to this stage and the man performing and singing to her. He walked away from the table, okay? Get rid of the counterfeits, okay? Because God is bringing an encore performance, all right? Get rid of the counterfeits. God is bringing an encore performance, and there's no coincidence that if you watch the video, Encore by Cheryl Lynn, that's what it was based around. It was her on a date, and she actually ended up giving She ended up being given an encore performance by the man that was on the stage in front of her. And she just wanted more. She was so excited and happy. She didn't care who walked away from the table because her focus was on what she desired, what she wanted, what she was being given. Okay, so y'all better catch that. And you can go watch it as well. But the song says, your love so good deserves an encore. Your love so good deserves an encore. That repeats quite a few times. And it says, going to a show tonight after working hard 9 to 5. Not talking about a movie, no, or a Broadway play. This show is live, okay? It's live, meaning it's personal. Y'all better catch this. And I know it's you I want to see tonight. Want to see you tonight. I'll buy my ticket at the door if it's all right, so your show can make me feel good again, okay? Again. Meaning she had this feeling before, but she wants to feel good again, okay? Then it goes back to saying your love so good deserves an encore. Your love so good deserves an encore, and it repeats itself quite a few times. And then she says, I can give you rave reviews. You sold out my heart with love. And every time that I'm with you, boy, you take control. I'm your captive audience. And I know it's you I want to see tonight. Want to see you tonight. I'll buy my ticket at the door if it's all right. If your performance make me feel good again. Your love is so good, deserves an encore, repeats itself. Then she goes, can't get enough of your gentle loving. I can't get enough, so intense, it drives me nuts. Makes me want to break it down now. Feels so good, it deserves an encore, right? Y'all better catch this. God is very intentional. But that's it. That's all. I pray that this blesses somebody. Like I said, I had this dream on May the 30th, but the timing now is perfect. So I pray that this blesses who it's for. Trust God because he's delivering an encore performance, okay? And like I said, an encore is something the people demand to come back, right? Because it was so good the first time. So I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day. God has a sense of humor, and so should you. Don't be so serious, little Pharisees out there. But anyways, take this word to God, take me to God, let him give you more confirmation. Don't email me asking me no questions. I'm just the vessel. Take it to God, sit with him, let him give you more on it. But I love you and have a great day.